PTI, fellow drivers. Troy Shelter here, Southeast Regional Maintenance Manager, going over the new 2024 Freightliner Cascadia Sleeper. Here we have, you'll notice one thing that's different compared to the models we've had the last 2 or 3 years. We don't have the low bumper that's touching the ground. Freightliner's gone away with that because they were getting destroyed constantly. So you'll see that's a big difference. We have the LED lights. As we walk down the side, you'll notice there's, the last couple years, there's air dams that are around the steer tires to help with aerodynamics. Sometimes are asked, what are these fins that have a symbol on, not to touch? Another aerodynamic feature that they've designed. As we walk back the rear of the truck, you'll notice we have, for our tires, we have still have the Michelin X1 Line Energy D. It's the version 2. You'll see the grip pattern on them is a little different compared to what we're used to the previous years. So why is PTI run super singles? Biggest thing is MPG, and we have lower rolling resistance when you're running super single versus 2 duals side by side or in all tire positions. There's that. There's also a little bit of weight savings running the super single versus having duals in all positions. On the inside of the truck here, we in the sleeper bunk, start over here on the behind the passenger seat. We have a spot where you can mount your 12-volt cooler or a very small fridge. There's a spot for a microwave. There's a arm here for, you can mount a small TV. We do not provide a TV, but you can mount one there if you would like. And then if we move back, our trucks, we hand them off with new mattresses. So we have the bottom bunk mattress. This here is a cargo net for when you're driving to secure if you have items on your bunk. It clips in here on the bottom. 3 spots. And then up top, some drivers, they will have a passenger or a trainee with them. All of our trucks do have a upper bunk, or some use it for storage. Then you also have, we got the nice ladder, safely get up there. So in the driver's seat here, our cab controls, we have your standard parking brakes, trailer brake here. Up here is your lighting for in the cab. Over here we have some controls for traction control, hill assist, your light test for when you're doing your pre-trip. And down here is, we have the pneumatic kingpin release. So for technology, we have our in-cab tablet for our ELD and for driver workflow, which is Platform Science. This does come out. Drivers can take it out to take pictures of their paperwork, send in maintenance messages, take pictures of equipment for the maintenance messages and related items there. We do have up here is the cameras for lane deviation and our brake assist system safety features that we have on the truck. And over to the right there is our Lytx drive cam that we use for safety purposes. And then all of our trucks up here, you'll see, have a CB radio standard with them. So all of our Freightliners come with what's called Detroit Assurance 5.0, which is the safety system, which is that lane deviation, brake assist, adaptive cruise control, all of those items. Here on the dash is, this hasn't changed a whole lot in the last 3 to 4 years. Just interactive dash, similar to kind of what you'll see on your personal vehicles. But there is some vehicle settings that drivers have control of on here. It'll show you alerts if the truck would have some type of fault code or alert. Drivers can use this to connect their audio, Bluetooth, and this also will show all of the gauges that you see here on the dash. It also shows them all in electronic form. So recently at PTI, as many have heard, we have started this year has been a focus on MPG initiatives. A big part of that is idle shutdown. So with our sleepers that have an APU, they will shut down between 45 and 75 degrees ambient air temperature. Sleepers without an APU, idle-free system, will shut down between 30 and 60 degrees. And that is after 5 minutes, the timer for that idle shutdown begins. On our day cabs, we're between 45 and 75 degrees, and that's after 10 minutes, the idle shutdown will enable. To talk through some of the features that we have in our trucks that help drivers maintain or manage their idle, keep it as low as possible and increase that MPG. So first thing is, actually recently we switched to the idle-free 5000, which is mounted on the back of the bunk. We previously had a system, idle-free system, that was mounted elsewhere, so this is the only item that is mounted inside the cab now. Just 3 fan settings, your temperature setting. It does have a start-stop feature. If the batteries in this system become low, it will start the truck up to charge them while you're on a 10-hour break. So that is another new feature of this system. On the inside, you saw we were talking about the idle-free system. Controls are pretty basic. Fan, your temperature control, and on-off switch. And then on the back of the cab, this is what the new system looks like. The compressor and controls are actually on the outside, and then this here is the 4 batteries that go with that system. So if you have been around and seen the old idle-free 1000 system, it's called, quite a different setup than what we previously had. So some of the things that you can use in the cab to help keep yourself cool, even if maybe you don't want to use the bunk heater, you have a 60-degree night. We do have vents on each side of the bunk on the lower sides that can be opened, along with there's a fan on the driver's side that can be utilized. And then up top you also have vents that can be utilized for air movement. That just getting that air movement through your bunk. There's one also on the driver's side that can be utilized. Again, that has a huge impact on getting air movement through your truck, is opening all those vents on a cool night to help you sleep. So one thing you can do to help your idle-free system not work quite as hard when you first park for your 10-hour break is you can, the last hour or two of driving, you can go ahead and close your bunk curtains and close it up tight. You had them closed all the way, and then in back here we have your bunk controls that you can turn on your AC. You have if these curtains were closed and you're driving down the road for a couple hours, these are heavy duty kind of insulated curtains. You are now cooling the back of your bunk, so then when you start your 10-hour break, your idle-free system is not having to work as hard to get started. It's cooling 60-some degree temperature air instead of 90-degree air.